Hey everyone, let's take a quick look at the inject node. Okay, and we also need a debug node in order to see what's the output produced by the inject node. Okay, let's deploy this, and the first thing you can see here, it's this button. So the inject node is useful when you want to manually inject or trigger a flow, because you just have to press on this button and you see that the next node is invoked. In this case, it's just a debug node. Okay, so I can show you some usages. For example, I'm using this in my office. So every 1 minute, I'm retrieving a productivity score. Or here, if I want to test this flow, I can manually click on this button. And instead of waiting to open the door and be inside this interval from 5 to 12, I can just click on this button and the flow will start from here. Okay, now so let's get back to our flow. So as you can see, when I press this button, the debug node was called. Let's see what we sent here. So here we can define properties. Okay, well, the first thing is that we can create a name for our inject node. Let's test inject. Okay, we'll use this name, and here we can define properties and values for them. So I can say that message.payload is a timestamp or something else. Okay, it can be just a string, and I can say message.payload is hey, message.topic, and we can also use properties inside objects. So it can be message.topic that name is inject. Okay, and if we display the entire object and deploy this, we'll see both properties in here. So we have message.payload that we defined in here equals to hey, and topic is not a property anymore. Topic is an object which has a property called name, which has the text inject. And here we can add other properties. Okay, let me delete this, and below we have other options for deciding when the inject node should be called. This one tells Node-RED that the button should be called once after a number of seconds. Okay, so I'll put 3 seconds and I'll deploy. Let me clear this, and in 3 seconds, yeah, you see the node was called, and that's it. We could also do something like this, interval and every 1 second. So let's deploy this, let's clear the debug, and here is after 3 seconds, and now it's after 1 second, and it will continue like this forever. Okay, we also have interval between times, so here I can say that I want to do something each night at 12 a.m. for example, or between these intervals, between 12 and 1 a.m. or I can do at a specific time, each night at 12 a.m. or at 1 p.m. Okay, so if I do this, I think that we left this checked. No, so that option disappeared, and now it will inject this at 1 p.m. Yep, so this is everything we can do with the inject node. I hope you find this useful.